What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division 2 video. In today's video, I want to quickly give you guys my review on the named high-end assault rifle called the Burnout. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. If you guys do, make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe channel if you guys want more Division 2 content. But without further ado, let's get right in the video. Also, really quickly, just want to give you guys a quick update as to why, pretty much for a whole week for the most part now, as to why you guys really didn't see any live streams or any videos at all. This past week for me was finals for college classes. I know it's all online, but I still had all three of my finals this week, and they all opened on the exact same day. So pretty much each day I was dedicating one of those days on one of my online classes to finish up and just get as much work done as I possibly could on each class. But obviously, as you guys are watching this video, I'm done with all my classes, and I'm pretty much free of anything for school for practically the next month. So you guys should be seeing a ton more content in terms of just videos overall, as well as live streams. Alright guys, so real quick for this video, since this is a version of the Famas, it's just a named version, I did quickly want to just compare the stats because they're practically the same all the way across the board, other than the talents and then obviously the attributes as well. There's no way to get the exact same stats on every single weapon. That's just not possible. So in terms of stats, your total weapon damage, your magazine size, and your RPMs are going to all be the exact same. They're both level 40. Same stats overall. Your range, your reload time, anything like that is going to be the same. The only difference are going to be the talents that are on these weapons. Obviously, the one on the left is just the regular high-end version of the Famas, which has Optimist on it. And on the right-hand side, since this is a named weapon, it's going to have a named talent, which is called Perfectly on Empty. Reloading from empty grants 40% weapon handling for 10 seconds. And then also, one of the other reasons why I wanted to make this video on this weapon is because I think this is a really good way to get a decent Famas that's going to have pretty good attributes on it for the most part. So if you guys can see at the right hand side, this is the named weapon that you get from just ranking up and getting Shade Tech levels through the seasons. Now mine, I was lucky enough to get pretty good attributes on it. I had 13% rifle damage, or assault rifle damage. We have 18.5% health damage. That's obviously higher from the changes that they just made in TU9, I believe. I think the max is like 21.5% or 20%, I think. And then obviously the last one, which I haven't re-rolled yet, I'm going to probably put damage to armor on it. But right now it also does have almost max at 10%, which is 9% critical hit damage. Also, very quickly, as I do in all of my weapon reviews, just want to quickly give you guys the information that you guys need if you guys are not aware on how to get this named assault rifle. So obviously, this is just going to be attained through just ranking up just from playing the game in general. This is Season 1 rewards. Obviously, I'm level 74 that you guys can see on the screen right now. And you just have to get to level 72 to get this weapon to unlock. You don't have to do anything special, just to get sent straight to your inventory. Now, I obviously know there's tons of different ways that you can obtain this weapon, obviously, through blueprints, just targeted loot system, or just overall farming in the game in general. But through this method, obviously just ranking up and playing anyways, you're going to get yourself a Famas, which is obviously a named version. It's going to have all the same stats and everything other than the talent, obviously. But for the most part, every time you get any weapon to drop from the seasons when you rank up and unlock that specific named weapon, or whatever it might be gear-wise, for the most part, you're always going to get super good rolls on it, especially like the ones that you saw on mine. You could even get better or all max, but for the most part, you're never going to get really bad attributes. And this way, you're going to have a Famas that has super good stats on it, and then also gives you the chance, obviously, to be able to reroll one of the stats that you want. Therefore, that you have a pretty good Famas that you can run for builds, whether it's PvP or PvE. So I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering where I just rank this weapon right now in terms of, I guess, overall just named weapons in general in the game that we have right now. For named weapons, I would probably put it maybe in the top 10. Can't necessarily put it in the top 5. I think one of the main reasons for that is probably the talent that this weapon gets. This might sound really stupid, but when Title Update 8 first came out and I saw the named weapon, which was called the Burnout, I thought maybe it was going to get some specific perk or some talent, or maybe they were going to bump up the RPM on this. But none of that obviously happened. It's pretty much just a normal Famas that you get. The only difference that you get on this is obviously going to be the named talent. So I'm not necessarily saying this is the best named weapon, and it's also certainly not the worst either. I would personally put the Famas as the S tier of assault rifles in this game. There's definitely a couple of assault rifles that can compete with it that are non-exotics, obviously. So I would say that the Famas overall in general is like the first or second best assault rifle in my personal opinion. So you can't really go wrong with using the burnout. If you just have, that many assault rifles that have talents that you just have to use and you can't use this variation of it, then by all means, obviously you probably won't want to use the burnout. But if you're part of the population in the game right now that doesn't have a Famas that has good attributes on it, or maybe you just don't have one at all, this is a good solution where you can just practically replace it just from playing. And for the most part, since it's part of the seasons when you unlock this weapon at level 72, for the most part, I'm not 100% sure in this, but everything I've gotten to drop from the seasons have had either all maxed rolls on it, like all god rolls on them, or they've been practically super close to it. So for the most part, when you do unlock this weapon at 72, it's going to have pretty good rolls, and also you're going to still be able to re-roll one of those attributes, making it even better than when it was when it dropped. But yeah, guys, that is going to about do it for the video today. Like I said, I will not personally be using this weapon, not because I think it's bad or because I think it's just the worst gun of the game. That's actually not the reason at all. I think it's an absolutely fantastic weapon to use if you don't have a normal Famas, but for me, I already have a regular Famas that has a talent that I want specifically, which is one of the main reasons why I won't use the burnout. But for me, that's really the only reason as to why I'm using the regular one compared to the named version of the Famas. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, make sure you guys drop a like and a subscribe channel if you guys are new. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.